Hi, I'm Sean.
I'm Preston.
I'm Mark.
And my name is Ben.
And we're in AJJ.
And we're at Amoeba Records in Hollywood.
And this is What's in Our Bags.
Well, you might as well face the music. You're living in a death machine.
I think I'm gonna start.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna randomly choose.
What's in your bag?
What's in my bag?
What's in the bag? What's in the bag?
Okay, so this is an album called Squeeze by Sasami.
What do you say when there's nothing left to say to make it right?
Didn't really know much about this artist until I heard a song on local Tucson station KXCI. This album is really pretty incredible. It has some pretty great straightforward songwriting, kind of a little bit reminiscent of the 90s, but also digs into some new metal sounds. And it was one of my favorite records from 2022. Total surprise, wasn't familiar with the artist. Then I found a song, then I found the record, and then just kind of went from there. So big fan of this one. Pick it up if you get a chance.
Let's see, what do we got here? This is Tomorrow's Harvest by Boards of Canada. Kind of ambient-ish, adjacent beat sort of music that you can just kind of zone out to. And I feel like everybody has one Boards of Canada record that they get really into and know really well. And mine is not Tomorrow's Harvest, and I'm trying to expand beyond that. I've listened to the Campfire Head Phase to death. That's always just oh yeah, I'll throw that on. It's like a security or a comfort record sort of thing. So I want to listen to another one of their records.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard when you find the one that you love so much. What's the need? But I'm proud of you for branching out.
Doing my best.
The first thing in my bag is this album of Dr. Octagon remixes.
Doctor headed to the hospital, I'm in orbit. Doctor headed to the hospital, I'm in orbit.
Dr. Octagon is one of the many aliases of the rapper Kool Keith, and he's kind of a superhero. He can do anything as an artist, and I really admire that. Very imaginative, and I think it's going to sound really crispy and fried. What'd you get, Preston?
First in my bag is Laughing Stock by Talk Talk.
Double dealer season, red to legs,
The last album they made. Their first two albums were the more synth pop, and had the It's My Life hit and a few others.
It's my life.
And then at the end, the last two records, Spirit of Eden and Laughing Stock, it all kind of melts and dissolves. And the songs, the 6 songs are beautiful, but it's they're just performances and parts of performances coming in and going out. I think they recorded it over a period of a year and brought in dozens and dozens of musicians to jam with it without really knowing what the song was. Then they picked all the parts, so it's it's just alive and bubbling with vibes.
I got a shirt here. This is a shout out to my wife and my daughter. I got this for my wife. I had this record, but she also had a copy once we started, living together. And then I feel like she was the one that truly showed me the genius of this particular record. At tag onto that, one of my daughter's first concerts was B-52s performing at the Ventura County Fair. I don't know what year that was, but so I don't know, it's like a special kind of memory, and this is for them.
All right. This is the El-Aylien tapes by Roz G. I'm very happy to find this one here. He was an LA beat guy that passed a few years ago. So like we're at Amoeba Records. They have like Leaving Records stuff, which is a label based out of here that I got really into over the last like 3 or 4 years that does a bunch of like beats and also like new agey things. Like if you want to hear ambient harp music, they got that too. Cool. But yeah, so this is a compilation of cassettes and 7-inch appearances and stuff. Okay. It should be good. This guy, Roz G, considered himself an alien and a bunch of like cosmic overtones for all his beats and stuff, but it's all just, yeah, good stuff to listen to.
Check it out.
Good stuff to listen to. You ever heard of music?
That's why we come to Amoeba.
Yeah.
Full of good stuff to listen to.
My next thing is the new Shushu record. Haven't heard this yet, but I'm a big fan for a long time, and yeah, I trust this band to take me anywhere they want to take me. Yeah, very uncomfortable sometimes crossing into like funny and embarrassing, and really, yeah, just generally kind of fearless. With also, yeah, just great songs underneath all of it when they do tunes versus like, you know, I think this record might be more like modern classical kind of shit, which sounds awesome.
All right, second item, we got The Red Shoes by Kate Bush. What do you say about Kate Bush? After the year she's had, this album, this was the last one that she did before she took a step back. Criminally underrated, Rubber Band Girl, Lily, Eat the Music. Moments of Pleasures. It's also like one of, in my opinion, like one of like the great breakup albums. She's been breaking up with her partner and also musical partner, and it's so sad and so pretty. And I love Kate forever. One of my like life peak experiences was getting to see the last show of the Before the Dawn concert series that she did in 2014 or 2015. So I got to see the last show that she did on October 1st, and it was just like an affair of just tears. And after the show, like went into the lobby, and everyone was just like puffy faces and mascara everywhere. Like everyone just like was turned into like little sobbing babies. Yeah, this album, it gets overlooked. It shouldn't be. So good.
This is a Buffy Sainte-Marie record. I have a biography at home that I'm looking forward to reading, so I don't know as much now about maybe the context of this record than I will in a couple months, but I have listened to this one. I like it a lot. The price is right, $1.99, which is great. And I'm seeing here, I think it is like maybe her attempt at like the transition from like the folk stuff to the rock stuff. It has quite a few originals, but also has this really incredible version of Helpless by Neil Young. And I believe what I'm seeing here on the back is that I think Neil Young and Crazy Horse even played on that track. So yeah, I'm looking forward to learning more about the story behind this record, but I do love it very much. I highly recommend it. And also just like Buffy Sainte-Marie in general is a total badass.
She has that really intense vibrato on her voice, right?
She's got a vibrato thing
Yeah.
going for sure, yeah. Still around, still making records.
Wow.
Yeah,
She could still collaborate with Neil Young.
for sure.
Or cover Neil Young and have Neil Young play on the cover.
That's
all-
Neil, I know you're watching.
Yeah, this is what makes it happen. This record is Pyramid Electric Company by Jason Molina.
What it says, could that have kept us out of fiery hands?
I've been on a real big Songs Ohia kick recently, and it's a lot like the Boards of Canada thing, where it's like, I know 2 records really well, but this guy he's just released so many things, album after album, different projects. Like this is from 2004. This was the first one he did as Jason Molina, so it would have been after that Magnolia Electric Company record. But the record, it was the Songs Ohia Magnolia Electric Company record before they changed the name.
Songs Ohia, I always thought it was Songs Ohio.
That broke my brain recently to learn.
Are you
that.
saying it as though
I've said Songs Ohia. I've said Songs Ohio for 20 years.
Yeah.
Found out like a couple months ago, and Ohia is a flower.
Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, he was from Ohio, so maybe there's some wordplay. Maybe Ohio is okay too. But every person I've said it around has been like, what did you say? What band is that? But yeah, an incredible songwriter. This record seems very exciting because according to the back that I'm looking at right now, it's just written and performed by Jason Molina, electric guitar, acoustic guitar, and piano. So like his whole catalog has a huge range of like just him and a guitar, full big country band. And this is like, yeah, this is going to be a real small record, which is cool.
Yeah, right on.
Our friend and the producer of our new record found this person's recordings in a record store, possibly a bargain bin, when he was researching fellow Croatian artists. And he found Bronco Matija. This man who built his first guitar in a refugee camp in England after he was kidnapped by Nazis from his home country, which at the time was Yugoslavia. And eventually he emigrated to North Hollywood. And when his career as a barber was ruined by the long hair trend of the 1960s, he opened up a guitar shop in his garage where he built this guitar and repaired other guitars in the neighborhood, and also built the tape delays and a lot of the recording equipment he used to make his private recordings that he eventually released, and then were eventually found by David Yurkovic, and then he convinced the Numero Group to release it. But the songs on this album are really beautiful private songs of longing for his home country. In his personal life, like the guy played jazz when he would play with bands, but these were his recordings that he made. With it's almost psychedelic, which is funny for how I imagine the guy probably would have despised hippies. All of these these beautiful familiar folk melodies played by a twangy delayed electric guitar. This record's great.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
And so I got this 2-album set of, pardon the pronunciation, Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan. He is a Pakistani singer. He sings a form of Sufi devotional music that I'm not going to try to say the name of, because I'll probably mess that up too. It's like a very ecstatic, also like literally holy form of music. Some of it can be a little more mellow, and then there are moments that get really ecstatic, where like you feel like reaching very high highs. very little, and it's just an incredible sensible, an incredible like acrobatic, emotional voice. It's like really hypnotizing music. Sometimes he does it with large groups. Sometimes he'll do it with like a couple. I think this is more the large group, the party aspect. I don't know. Hard to describe. Really beautiful, really transports you.
Cool. And that was what was in my bag.
That's all. I think my bag's empty as well.
Thank you so much for talking with us today.
Hey, thank you so
Thanks
much
for
for
having
having
us.
us. We really appreciate it.
It was
Getting
our
that.
pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for talking with us today.
Thank you for having us.
It's an absolute honor.
Here they come again. A little bit dimmer now.